The Mackie Thump GO has been on the market for 4 years now, so the question is, does it still hold up to the competition? Let's talk about it. Starting from the top, the unboxing. Well, I've already got the speakers here. I've been using them, so there's not going to be a physical cardboard box here, but you do get an IEC power cable and the speaker itself. And that's pretty much it. A manual, of course, but there's not a ton of accessories or things in the box. Now, Mackie does have, where did I put it? Aha, over here. They have a really fantastic carry bag for this speaker. It's padded, it's got handles on top, on the side, dual really heavy duty zippers, some rubberized feet on the bottom, huge pouches on the side to store your IEC cable, and if you're a musician, your pedals or audio cables, small mix or anything like that. That's not included. You have to get that separate, but to me, it's definitely worth it, where this thing is meant to be portable. The construction-wise, really modern, sleek design. I love how Mackie, the form factor that they've got for their speakers, like gone are like the rounded thumps of yesteryear. These are very, very modern. The Mackie logo right here, front and center. We do have an LED at the bottom, and I'll actually power this up. The LED is switchable, so if you don't want that on, if green's not your vibe at your event, let's see, where's the button here? Front LED, we can flip that on and off. Now, this is dual function. Besides telling you that the speaker is powered on, it is your battery charge indicator. So when this is plugged into IEC power, this will flash when it is charging and go solid when it is fully charged. As far as toting the speaker around, there is just a top handle here. It's got that green accent color that we love from Mackie. This is a very light speaker for its size, coming in at 18 pounds. So if you can pick up a 20-pound dumbbell, you can pick up this speaker, no sweat. We do have feet on the bottom. We have a pole mount socket, and we have some feet on the side if you want to use this as a wedge or just when you're busking to lay it on the concrete, which is really, really great. Now, other specs that people talk about are the wattage. It's 200 watts. Don't care about watts. It's not an indication of volume. It's probably not even getting close to 200 watts in actual use. What is more important, 115 dB max SPL, which is very respectable for the size. It's got a frequency response of 57 hertz to 200 to 20 kilohertz, excuse me. 57 hertz. It's, again, this is not like a main party speaker. You're not getting super low bass tones, but you are going to get a full sound, which is what I care about. Another really important spec for a speaker like this is the battery life, and Mackie is up there leading the class with a 12-hour battery life. I took this on a work retreat for a few days. We used it the entire time, music, during sports and just hanging out, vocal reproduction, playing audio from a Skype call, all of it fantastic, super clear, and we never ran out of battery. We're actually still on the same charge. So 12 hours is more than enough for most uses. What's nice too is that the battery is replaceable. Mackie sells batteries for these, and so if you want to have extras on hand, you can absolutely do that. So let's flip the speaker around. I'll zoom the camera in and we'll talk about the ins and outs, the buttons, and the options on the back, because there's a lot of things here which are unique to this product and which I really like. All right, so now that we've got zoomed in here on the input and output panel, I did want to briefly mention this is our back panel. We've got our IEC and our power switch, but this is really what we care about right here. Now, we've got two combo XLR 1/4-inch inputs, each with their own independent gain. Above channel 2, we do have a Bluetooth pair button as well as a link, so you can put two of these together for true wireless stereo. You just pair your phone to one and then it hooks to the other. And the Bluetooth has been really solid. No dropouts, crackles, anything like that. We have a main volume control over here, and above that, a battery life indicator light, as well as your clipping or overload signal light. And you can pass through the audio to another speaker here at the bottom. Now, a lot of the fun features of the speaker are up here at the top. We do have some EQ voicing modes right here on the top left, music, speech, monitor, and sub. And they do include handy little diagrams here at the bottom that show you how those EQ curves look. So music is going to be your default for a lot of things. You get a little bit of a low end bump and a little bit of a scoop in the upper mids right there. We've got the speech, which is going to, let's see, we're going to notch out frequency right there and kind of have a smoother response in the upper end. The monitor is going to take out some of that low so you don't get any rumble, on the stage. And then the sub option right here is the last one, and that cuts out the low frequency if you are using these with a subwoofer. Now, we have 4 other buttons up here at the top, and these are really what make this speaker unique. We've got our outdoor mode, which applies further EQ over the voicing modes to boost frequencies that have loss and free air if you're not inside, which is really nice. Music ducking will lower, let me see, I want to make sure I say this right, will lower channel 2 when volume 1 receives signal. So if you are playing, if you're speaking in a microphone through this, it will automatically lower the volume while you're speaking in channel 2, and then when you finish talking, it will come back up. I forgot to mention on channel 1, we do have a line and a mic switch, so you can switch between those two options there. Now we've got a feedback eliminator. This only works on channel 1, but if you've got your microphone plugged in here and something is feeding back, this will automatically find the frequency, apply a notch to it, and hopefully get rid of that feedback. It's worked really well for me. I have it on my other battery powered Mackie speakers, and it's awesome. So feedback eliminator right there. And then again, here's the light for the front LED, which will control whether or not that's on or off. So that's your connections, your inputs and outputs. How is this thing in the wild? Well, first use for this thing was as a monitor at a high school prom. So extremely loud system, a few hundred kids. You'll see that footage overlaid. This was our booth wedge. We just actually had it on the floor, and even down there pushing, 105 dB in that room. It was quite loud. This thing was more than enough to cut through and give us good non-echoey sound behind the DJ booth. We ran it that whole night, very high SPLs, and battery never ran out, which is really great. I also mentioned my work retreat, which I took it on, had it on a stand like this. We used it as background music during dinner, lunches. We also used it as background kind of hype up music during some sports that were going on. And then when we had our lectures and our work presentations, we put this up. We piped audio in from a Skype call and from other speakers, and it was just rock solid. We would not have had the clarity that we needed in that space without this guy. It was a big, large, echoey room, and the vocals cut through super clear. And just speaking on the sound of the Thump in general, you'll see in reviews online that it lives up to its name. Like the Mackie Thump is known for that punch. Even though it only has an 8-inch woofer, it really does cut through the mix. And the highs, the mids are impressively clear and come right through. When I played music for the first time through this, the vocals were like in my face. They were right there. So if you need clarity in your vocals, it's definitely good for that. Again, circling back, this is not a main party speaker without at least a sub attached to it. But other than that, it's extremely full. There's no like thinness to the sound, and I haven't been able to get it to clip or distort yet. I cranked this sucker up. It sounds excellent, and I have not seen the overload light yet. So overall, I think that the Mackie Thump GO is absolutely still a strong contender in this price category. It does everything I want in a battery powered speaker. It has the really awesome features like the music ducking and the feedback elimination. It has plenty of volume. It has a great carry case if you want to pick that up. And I think that it stands toe to toe with any of the other speakers of this size on the market. Thank you so much for supporting and watching, and I will see you next time.